amigos, amigas, from a suburb of Detroit, Michigan. I'm putting up this video to show you guys about travel and many different ways of travel and distances from central Ajijic in the Lakeside area. And the reason I do this from Ajijic as the center is because a lot of people like to visit Ajijic and the surrounding towns, but most of the expats or people who are touring tend to go to the Ajijic area there. So I'm going to start out with Ajijic right here and talk about some of the cities in the surrounding area. Okay, here we have the Ajijic, the city of Ajijic. Right next to Ajijic is the city of San Antonio, and that's right next to it. Then you're going to have the city of Riberas del Pilar. Now you can travel this way all on the main highway there. It's going through here, goes through Chapala to Ajijic to Jacotepec. But getting back from Ajijic, there you have San Antonio, and then to Riberas del Pilar. Riberas del Pilar is about 11-minute drive from Ajijic. It's 5 kilometers and it's 3.1 miles. Now I've checked all this on different websites, so it's pretty accurate. Okay, once you're in Riberas del Pilar, if you wanted to go down to the city of Chapala, you could get there. And if you would go from, say, Ajijic to the city of Chapala, that would take you about 15 minutes by car. 8.5 kilometers is the distance, which is about 5.28 miles. So you can walk, even walk, if you look at the distance. From Ajijic, many people walk. They go there. It's 5.28 miles. Now you can travel along here. They have a bike path, and you can get there pretty quickly too. There are also local buses that'll get you there very conveniently and for a very low cost of probably the local buses will cost you anywhere from 7 to 9 pesos, which is equivalent from 35 to 50 cents US. I've done it many times, hundreds of times I've been on those buses. So I can tell you the local buses are good to take. Now, like I said, you can also take bicycles. Now, going up to the city of Chapala, a lot of people don't know. There's a city here called San Nicolas de Ibada. It's kind of a sleepy town, but there's expats living there too. Not as many as the Ajijic or Chapala area or these areas in between here, but there are a few expats living there. I put up some videos of some expats there. You can go into the backlog of videos and look at these interviews that I've done with people all over through the Lakeside area. Okay, something else. You can take a bus from Ajijic through Chapala, through these towns here, to get to San Nicolas de Ibada. There's a bus. It's a local bus. It goes there. Also, these buses, if you want to know about buses, they run all through here. Local buses, they go through Chapala and will go over here. Now, something else I want to tell you is you can also go, if you're in Ajijic, you can go to surrounding towns the same way. There's that bike path you can walk on. You can walk from Ajijic to San Juan Costa or drive. But driving different distance to San Juan Costa is 8.7 kilometers, 5.4 miles, and it takes about 13 minutes driving there. Once again, these are all figures that I got from a website. Now, actually you're here in West Ajijic. That's West Ajijic. And then you go, once again, about 5.4 miles to get to San Juan Costa. Now, there's a little town here called El Chante, and that's a cute little bus goes through there as well. I know someone who lives in an apartment there on the lake. Not a lot of expats live there, but there are some that do. Okay, and then you got Jocotepec, the city of Jocotepec. Now, the city of Jocotepec is driving 28 minutes away, 18.4 kilometers, and that comes up to about 11.43 miles. So, if you intend on visiting the Jocotepec area, the distance in kilometers will be 18.4 miles, kilometers rather, or 11.43 miles going back this way. Okay, now let's go over to, say, doing some travel, Ribeiras del Pilar in San Antonio. San Antonio is right next to Ajijic, so that's pretty much a given. They're right next door. Then there's Ribeiras del Pilar. Ribeiras del Pilar is about 11 minutes driving time from the city of Ajijic, which is 5 kilometers and 3.1 miles. So if you're going to Ribeiras del Pilar, you can also walk there. That's 3.1 miles from the city of Ajijic. Now going to the next city is the city next to Ribeiras del Pilar is the city of Chapala. I would call Ribeiras del Pilar and San Antonio and Ajijic. Most of these places I call them towns, but I pretty much would call Chapala a city. Chapala is the distance from Ajijic to the city of Chapala is 8.5 kilometers, 5.28 miles. It takes about 15 minutes to drive there. Okay. And then, once again, I already mentioned San Nicolas de Ibada. That's a beautiful little town. Now, if you want to go up to Guadalajara, there are different ways to go. I was told you can go this way up here, but I've known people to talk about it a couple times going that way, but most of the people I know go from Ajijic, at least the ones I know, they go from Ajijic. If they want to go to Guadalajara, they take this highway. They go up the Libramento highway and they go up here. And if you're going to the airport, you're here at the airport. And you're going to want to catch your flights there. And that takes about 31 to 36 minutes driving. Now, once again, these are figures I got from the internet. Okay, I've taken cabs there back and forth to Ajijic and the airport, and I've taken buses as well before. Okay, now that takes about 31 to 36 minutes, 38 kilometers, 23.8 miles from the city of Ajijic to the Guadalajara airport. Now, if you want to go up to Central Guadalajara, if you're going from Ajijic and you're going this way, straight up here, Central Guadalajara will take about 41 to 51 minutes, or at least to the city of Guadalajara. That is 54.8 kilometers, which is equal to 34 miles. Okay. Another thing here, if you're in Central Guadalajara, I put up a lot of videos of all the places I mentioned. I've done walking tours and travel tours and how to get back and forth. I'm going to talk about the methods how you can travel, but different modes of transportation. But Tlaquepaque, that is right next to Guadalajara, and Tlaquepaque is another beautiful place. I put up many videos there as well, and you can travel. It's really right next to Guadalajara. Now, I tourist tips too. So you can travel by cabs, which are more expensive, or you can travel by, um, by the direct bus. Now, if you take the direct bus, once again, it's only about $3 US. Now, I want to talk about walking and bicycling. You can walk. I've known people to walk from Ajijic to the city of Chapala, and that's 8.5 kilometers or 5.2 miles. Now, 5.28 miles. Now, you can walk. It's a little more than 5 miles. There's a bike path. You can go by bike, and people have done it. And then you can also walk here to San Juan Costa. It seems that San Juan Costa is about the same distance from Ajijic as the city of Chapala. So, and then you can go here, over here too. Buses will take you all the way through here. Let me go ahead and talk about the local buses again. Local buses from Ajijic, you can catch Central or along the Continental Highway. They'll take you to St. Nicholas, to the bottom past Chapala. They'll take you all through here. And those are the ways I've went. Except that I've only went up to Chapala on the local buses, the inexpensive buses. And then I took a taxi to San Nicolas de Ibarra. But there is a bus going there too. But local buses. But once again, and I want to reiterate, if you want to travel from Ajijic on a direct bus all the way up to Guadalajara, you will only pay 60 pesos, which is equivalent to $3. So travel through these areas is inexpensive, convenient, easy, and it's a lot of fun. So it's something you can do other than drive. And I want you to enjoy your travels and have a great day.